In continuation to the lying, there are other kinds of lying. I'll focus on three things here. So lying can be by omission, lying by commission, lying through exaggeration. Okay, so lying by omission is somebody removing an important fact out of an equation deliberately with an intention to manipulate or deceive the other person so that they wouldn't receive full information to make an informed decision. So they are omitting some very crucial fact out of this piece of information so that the other person can be deceived. Why? Because they have something to gain out of it. Also because in the fact that they omitted is something that they could be exposed. The liar could be exposed. It's a huge one, it's a destructive one, and they do not want to be exposed. That's one thing. Another is lying by commission. This is more common, like to tell a lie, to actively make up a lie. Fill a gap that's not there, first of all, to make up for... It also comes in close with confabulation. So you go into unnecessary stuff, you go into unnecessary details, you create something deceptively which is not there. So you create a piece of information that could totally mislead the person, confuse them, put them in you stall them from making an informed decision, or you lure them into making a wrong choice, or maybe again, so that they would not catch a liar, either in the act or after the act. This is purely out of malice, because they want to gain something out of it, and they do not want somebody to catch who they are. And then the exaggeration. This is again very commonly seen in narcissistic people. They just cannot like anything that's plain and simple and honest and straightforward. So anything opposite to that, they like it. It has to be dramatic, exaggerated. You know what? This over exclamations, this too much talking. There is another word related to narcissists talking, word salad. So they use all these unnecessary words to make their sentences and their stories too long and too draining for the other person to give mental fatigue. You can only listen to someone speaking non-stop for some time. Okay, that's how our brains are built. Our attention spans have limitations. It's for our own good. We are not machines. So these people take full advantage of that fact, that humans get tired, fatigue after listening to somebody for a long time. So they keep using words, they keep talking non-stop. They wouldn't even breathe, they wouldn't even give you space to process what is happening. So much that you get this brain fatigue. After a while, there is this fog over your head. You just mentally are tired. Then comes whatever stories they want to tell, because then you will blindly listen to whatever you want to do. This is a typical brainwashing tactic. A lot of cults use this also. They use sleep deprivation. They basically torment you by taking away the basic comforts, the basic needs. Sleep deprivation, when you're eating, or what you eat, what not to eat, how much to eat, how much not to eat, or exactly when you're eating, when you're enjoying the food, they come as a distraction. They keep talking to you so much that you lose the joy of eating the food, or the food gets cold, or you can't actually fully eat, whereas they are comfortably filling their stomachs. I've seen this to be a lot more common. I've watched it happen. It's so funny. It's ridiculous. The moment you want to do something, you want to go to sleep, somebody suddenly comes to your room and sits or calls, and they keep on talking, and they expect you to be the good person who says, hey, it's my sleep time, why don't you go, let's talk some other time. Even if you say, they won't listen, they won't budge. They want to intrude into these basic things that are very necessary for everybody else. They want to deprive you of those things, because in that mode, you become so tired, you become so mentally you're not sharp enough. So that they can feed whatever BS they want to feed into your head. You won't believe this is a kind of hypnotism. They take you into this very vulnerable, weak, mentally less acute, more receptible mode, and then they feed you BS. Because in that state, you're not fully conscious, but believe me or not, you get the BS into your head. They manage to. Just because by manipulating your mind, your body, your situation around you. This is really how they work, these people, these toxic narcissists, that's how they work. The only goal is to get into your head, to manipulate and twist facts, and make you a robot that works for them. At their beck and call, you are no longer an individual person with freedom and agency on your own. Gone, thrown out of the window. They click the button, you respond. They click the button, you react. They click the button, you are at their behest of their call at every day, at any time they please. And they do it with a lot of people at any given point of time. It's a mass abuse actually. They do it to everybody that's part of their life because they just cannot operate on a healthy level at all. And exaggeration, lying, manipulation, using word salad, unnecessary, too much talking, all these is to bring on mental fatigue, confusion, so that you'll become more susceptible to receiving their BS. Because if you're smart enough, if you're alert enough, if you're a little bit more healthy, you will not take their BS. You will be able to pick up on it very quickly, very quickly. So they start doing this very early on as they enter your lives. There is this sudden affection, sudden exaggerated, every emotion that they show or every kind of expression they give is exaggerated. Everything has to be, hey, it's that, because it's easy to get caught up in things that sound a little bit larger than life. Everybody is bored with life. This is the basic truth of life, unfortunately. So anybody that comes to you with a little bit of adventurous or some kind of a voice, they use voice and expressions and words to pull you in. Oh, this sounds like an exciting, interesting person. And then they will start feeding you all sorts of BS. They make you feel like, oh, my life has been more boring before them. Now it is more exciting and adventurous. No. Truth can also be adventurous. Honesty can also be adventurous. You don't need exaggeration in your life. And at the cost of trying to feel less bored with your routine life, you're paying a huge price by letting a tormentor, a toxic individual, get into your life, literally get into your mind. Don't do that. Catch on to their lies and deception pretty early and look at this exaggerated, presenting themselves to be this fun, adventurous person, always, in a beautiful, uplifting mood all the time. But if you see, it's just them that is always like that, when everybody around them superficially looks like enjoying, but they are all drained. Every single person around them is always drained in some way, shape or form. Their lives are falling apart, or if they are already falling apart, they are now falling apart too fast. You have to watch out for those kind of people, because it is not healthy enthusiasm. They are just taking away your energy, eating it, feeding themselves, while you are left drained. And lies, pathological lying, non-stop lying, there is no truth in their life. Simple as that. There is no truth whatsoever. Even if they want to use truth, they will use 10% of the truth to lure you in, and the 90% is BS. Because of the 10% truth in it, you will end up believing in the 90% BS. It's not even worth it. No, it's not worth it. Don't let them take away your power over your own life, your own mind. Do not let them get into your head. That is their primary goal.